I'll also like to recognize the Vice President, who is ably seated beside her, Alhaji Tijani Musa Isa, FCA. I'll also like to recognize our council member, Chief Ogunshulire, FCA. Akisu Lire, I'm so sorry, sir. FCA. You're welcome, sir. And also the registrar of our great institute, Professor Kumshe, and his wife. You're welcome, sir. I believe we might have Mr. Toby Abiola, the Honorable Treasurer, sitting at the corner. Just wanted to appreciate and recognize all of them. So having done with the protocols, I would just like to say again, good evening, welcome on behalf of the Board of Directors of our great institute, Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, the USA District Society. I'd like to welcome every single one of you this evening. The Board of Trustees as well are here. They would also like to welcome you, and we look forward to having a great time together. We're starting late, but nevertheless, we promise you that we're going to have a great, great evening today. One thing they say about accountants is that accountants are very boring people. But I think that the younger generation have shown that accountants are not necessarily very boring. For instance, we are we pay attention to details. It reminds me of, there was this baker who was given a cake to bake for a couple. And this baker, they wrote it was a couple getting married. They said, okay, this is the passage from the Bible that we want you to put on our cake. They wrote for the baker 1 John 4:18. And 1 John 4:18 reads that there is no fear in love, because perfect love casts out fear, because fear has torment. Now, because this baker is not an accountant, does not pay attention to details, he did not see the 1 John 4:18. He thought it was John 4:18 that was put up to detail. Almost derailed that wedding. But thank God, because somebody knew what was going on, I was able to fix it. But we are not like that. We pay attention to this. So please pay attention to the details tonight, because we promise you that we will have a very good evening. Okay, I'll just pause now as we will try to start the whole ceremony by singing the anthems. We will start with the anthem of the United States of America, then we'll follow with this anthem of Nigeria, and then the anthem of ICAN. Please, could we be standing? council members. Would now like to recognize all the other dignitaries that we have in our midst before we go full steam ahead. First of all, Honorable Abike Dabiri, the CEO of Nigerians in Diaspora Committee, has sent a representative, Mrs. Omoduni Akiniraye. You're welcome. And she has also come with, she's been accompanied by Ms. Peace Oza. So both of them are representing the Honorable, the CEO of NIDOCOM, and at the appropriate time we'll ask you to give a short address. She has sent an address to this great gathering, recognizing that we're Nigerians in diaspora, and given all that she's been mandated to do to coordinate Nigerians in diaspora and give them a voice. We'll hear what she has to say to us in a few minutes. Then I would also like to recognize all the members of the Nigerians in Diaspora organization, especially from Indiana, that have come in full force. When I call your names, please just stand up and let us recognize you. The first person I would like to recognize is the current General Secretary of NIDO Indiana, Dr. Sunday Robert Eze. Where is he? You're welcome. I understand that you're actually also a graduate of accounting of the University of Lagos, started your profession with Babanco before you came to so you're welcome. Yes. Thank you so much for finding from Indiana. He also happens to be the founder of Hope Immigrant Resource Center, based out there in Indianapolis, Indiana. You're welcome, sir. We also would like to introduce Mr. Adetunji Adeleke. He's coming, he's not here yet. He's the immediate past president of NIDO Indiana. He was with us in Houston. He gave a session, he's an IT professional. We'll recognize him when he comes in. We'll also like to introduce Mr. Olayinka Thomas. Mr. Olayinka Thomas is also not here. So who is here?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, he's not, he just stepped up. What about Mr. Alex Arumemi? Is he here? Mr. Alex Arumemi is also a member of NIDO Indiana. This is all as a result of our General Secretary, who used to be, I think, on the board of NIDO Indiana. So about 5 of them are here just to support us. Let's give them a big round of applause. I hope that when we bring our check, when we bring our envelope, you put some check inside, some money for us. Eh? Okay. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And also, I would just like to also introduce somebody who has been here with me since Tuesday. My husband, Mr. Edmond Carter. It's because he's a retiree. That's why he's been here just supporting me all along. He's a retired director of business development of Cisco, the food people. And he's also a minister, finishing up in seminary. So thanks, Annie. Thanks for supporting all this while. We will introduce many people as we go along, but just not to do that. So without wasting too much time, I will invite our great chairman of the USA District, Prince Anthony Adeyemo, to come and give his welcome address.
The great president, the 57th president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Mrs. Comfort Olu Eitayo, MNI FCA. Our amiable vice president, Malam Tijani Musa Isa, BSc MIOD FCA. The executive registrar, chief executive, Professor Ahmed Modu Kumshe, FCA. And our honorary treasurer of the Great Institute, in person of Mr. Abiola, member of council, Mr. Oyemolu O. Akinsulure, chief, MSc MBA, FCA. the chairperson, Board of Trustees. I'm not sure if she's here yet. Okay, there she is. Mrs. Tawa Kalitu Adeyinka Yusuf, FCA, and all the members of the Board of Trustees that are present, and a special greetings to my immediate past chair in person of Mrs. Kemi Carter, MSc, CPA, FCA. The entire Board of Directors of the ICAN-USA, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this August occasion. It indeed started on August, but with great pleasure and on behalf of the entire membership of ICAN-USA, district and society, I welcome everyone to this beautiful occasion. First and foremost, I'll crave your indulgence to allow me to give thanks to God Almighty for making today a possibility. And further, with your indulgence, I dedicate this beautiful day just the same way I dedicated the investiture to my late grandmother, Alhaja Lamorat Adetoro. And the reason that one is very important is because that in those early days of ICAN and AIB studying, we practically did the studying together. Unfortunately, she's not around to witness today. It's a day she thought she will, but I give God the glory. She's passed on to glory, but I believe she's smiling at this moment. I would also like to appreciate everyone here today for your support, for attending our 8th International Accountants Conference here in Irving, Texas. And as I dedicate the opening ceremony of your attendance at our conference here, which is a testimony that an affirmation of our collective resolve and support that life must go on. We all know what has happened in the last couple of years regarding the pandemic, but nevertheless, together we have resolved that humanity must continue. And on this note, I want to thank everyone for taking time out of your busy schedule for gracing this occasion. Today is a great opportunity to let you know that this great institute of ICAN has been engaged in organizing and promoting accountancy, both in the form of education, training, and shared resources among its members, and also collaborating with other professional organizations. And our primary goal is enhancing the quality of accountancy profession as a whole. These are many other goals we set out at the beginning of the year, and it's also a great opportunity for us to build interpersonal relationships, social and professional networking, in collaboration also with our great institute. Our institute has been very, very supportive, both in terms of direction, financial, and other guidance that put us in check to remain a very qualitative district. For these and many, we say that a big thank you to the institute. And also too, our district continues to build a good working relationship with our Board of Trustees, who are our seasoned professional colleagues that have been through it all, and without resting on their oars, they've always carried us on their shoulders to show us the way, and when we try to go astray, they use their support to kind of put us back on course. The Board of Trustees will say thank you. In view of the goals that we set out at the beginning of the year, which has been kind of very ambitious. We have recorded the following milestones upon which we even intend to build more. In the month of April, we had our maiden investiture, which is an opportunity for us to align our district to the way our parent body in Nigeria, functions. At the beginning of the administrative year, the officers are inducted. Usually we do this around this time, at our conferences. But with the permission of the Institute, we've been able to kind of separate that away from the conference. And also, too, as our commitment to promoting member participation in our resolve of promoting accountancy, we initiated and started the first ever chairman's visitation and networking program, through which we divide the country, the United States, into 4 regional sections, and the chairman does plan to go one region at a time to promoting accountancy, building interpersonal relationship among members, and also to providing as a conduit to passing on information from the Institute to our members. On this note, I'm very happy to inform this gathering that the maiden networking program was a huge success. Members turned out in good number. We had exchange of ideas, and we had a wonderful time with great professional networking. Also, too, this year we set out and we have initiated and actually commenced a program that we think will add value both to our members and to our community. We initiated the Future Accountants Program, and I would like to encourage you at this time, for especially most of our guests and our family members, the Future Accountants Program is an opportunity for our district to lend support to young fellows that are in the university or colleges, either studying accountancy or management courses. And what we do here is our member firms have volunteered to make their firms resources available for any finance or accounting student that would like to do some kind of internship with those firms. So that gives the intern an opportunity to see the inside of accountancy and how it goes. And another thing that is very encouraging, I think this may be of interest to most of us here, with this program, actually, there is an opportunity for some of the students to get residency. I don't know if that kind of sounds nice and interesting to some of us. So if there is a student that is here on H-1 visa and is aligned with some of these internship programs, there may be an opportunity for the students to get some kind of residency, at least for a period of about within 2 to 5 years. So I thought that is very important, to pass that out so that we all can take advantage of that, and we do hope so. For our professional colleagues, we initiated the Professional Accountant Shadow Program, which also provide opportunity for them to work with member firms to get familiarized with new environment, especially if you are relocating. So members have made themselves available through their firms to share resources with you, as a professional colleague. And thereabout, with your experience, you can choose to either stay with the firm, or if you want to move on and do other things. These two programs we are trying on a pilot basis, so that gives us an opportunity to see how much valuable and successful it will be. Challenges. Of course, we have had a few challenges, but in the interest of time, I will just encapsulate the few challenges that we have had, and the main challenge that the district has had, like many other districts, is membership. Our members grow incrementally, but unfortunately, actively it declines. So I'm using this opportunity to reach out to all the inductees of today, both the ACAs and the fellows. You're joining the dynamic profession today with new designation is just the beginning. It's not an end in itself. So we hope that when you join us, you will remain very active and engaged, both at the district level, in particular, and the institute at large. There are a few responsibilities that go with that, and I am quick to say that I hear this all the time. For most of us that are in the diaspora, once you get your license or you get your designation, you begin to ask yourself, what is in there for me? What is in there for me? What is in there for me? I think this may not be a good professional way of looking at things. You do have professional networking with your colleagues, and we also have shared resources that we can all use to promote accountancy. And besides, they say, ask not what the institute or the district can do for you alone. You can also ask what you can do for the district. The institute continues to be our source of ethics, education, and training, and we do appreciate that. Also, too, we're in collaboration with other professional organizations, and we do hope to continue that. Prayers. We do have a few prayers which I would like to, on behalf of the district, to pray that our institute grant us the privilege and the opportunity to help us to bring to rest this request that we do believe very strongly will add value both to our membership, our district, and the institute at large. And I'm referring to the special candidate course. We hope that, first of all, let me recognize the fact that the institute is actually working, in reevaluating the program with the intent of trying to reinstate it. Please, in advance, could you help me give the institute a big round of applause, at least for the And good enough, we have the president here, we have the vice president here, we have the registrar chief executive here, and we have Chief ICAN-USA here. These are the powers that we would lock into, and they will help us to make the special candidate course happen together with the other members of the council. Thank you very much in advance, ma'am. On this note, I would just like to thank everyone for your support. First and foremost, we thank God Almighty for giving us life and the opportunity to be here. For our great institute, we say thank you for your support, for your guidance, and for keeping us qualitative. For the Board of Trustees, we say thank you for taking us in your arms and your guidance and directions. And for the board members of ICAN-USA, I say a personal big thank you for your selfless efforts, especially in putting this conference together. No doubt we've had a few glitches, and we have not done very well on time. We've not done well on time. It is not customary for our president to be sitting waiting on us to come. in case we are overlooking that, it is a no-no. I'm seeing this opportunity that all of us will take cognizance of that and make sure that does not continue. For our new members, we welcome you in advance, and we hope that as you join us, you will join the league of professionals that are determined to make the accountancy profession a profession that is worth preserving. So I thank everyone. Please relax, enjoy yourself, eat, drink, and have fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. So you can see that we're in for a good time today, right? That music is very good. So let's give our chairman, Mr. Prince Tony Adeyemo, another round of applause for that wonderful rundown of speech. I really need to apologize on behalf of the district. There's somebody here who we should have been recognizing, and he just brought my attention to. I'm like, oh my God, you know, when you're so familiar with people, sometimes you don't give them the honor that is due to them. So I would like to recognize from our daughter district, the chairman of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Canada District Society, all the way from Calgary, Canada, Mr. Toba Dada and his lovely wife, they're here. I've also known Mr. Toba Dada for over 20 years. We were colleagues in Shell back in Warri. So we've come a long way. We're so sorry, sir. It will not happen again. Okay, we'd just like to move along. But you know, before we move along, I was just trying to let you know that we're going to have a very, very good time tonight, you know, and apart from the dancing, we're going to have so many things lined up, you know, raffle draws, we're going to have auction, we're going to have, I'm sure you've seen the table of events and it promises to be a good night. Now, what I do not want us to be is what people say that accountants are very boring. Do you know that there was a woman that actually went to the doctor? She wasn't feeling well, and the doctor told her that she only had 6 months to live. She was so distraught, and she said, "Doctor, what can I do? 6 months," you know, like her life was ending. Truly.